Hi everyone, Bibi here with my 100th video. I can't believe it's been 100 videos already. I asked you guys on Twitter what you wanted to see for my 100th video, and a majority of you wanted me to do a Q&A video. So that's what we're going to do. The first questions come from Gigi. She asked two questions. The first one is, what is my favourite anime of all time? So the three series I usually go back to when I want to watch a series that I've seen already are Lucky Star, Paradise Kiss and Kokoro Connect. Lucky Star I like to go back to because it's so easy to watch. It doesn't have a linear storyline, so you can jump in wherever you want. Kokoro Connect on the other hand, you really do have to watch it from the beginning because the story is very tightly packed. The reason why I like Kokoro Connect and I enjoy watching it over and over again is pretty much because of the story. They tackle some interesting topics on knowing yourself and knowing your friends, and opening up to the people that are around you. And for Paradise Kiss, I usually go back to that one if I want to watch a romance series. I feel that the romance in this series is very relatable, especially if you're a teenager. It's a beautiful love story. It has a bit of a sad ending, but it's still kind of a happy ending at the same time. I've done a Bibi's pick on it, so make sure to go watch that if you haven't seen it already. And the second thing that Gigi asked is for me to tell you something that you may not know about me. Well, I love singing. I come from a very musical oriented family, especially on my mother's side, and my auntie runs a karaoke, and I used to go to it all the time, especially from when I was about 15 through to 19. I absolutely love singing and I love music. I haven't really been singing as much since I've been doing YouTube because I've been so busy. So I really do need to get back into it. Jala asked me on Twitter, would I ever do a tag video? Apologies if I mispronounced your name. I was not 100% sure on how to say it. If you mean make a tag video of my very own, put in my own questions, then yeah, I would be totally open to doing that. I think it would be quite fun to make my own tag video and put in my own questions. It will probably be a wee way away, but I'm going to keep that in mind for another video so then I can make sure to put it out. I don't know how many people would actually contribute to doing this, and I don't know how far it would go, but it would be really cool. Otherwise, if you're asking if I'll ever do a tag video, you've got three videos to pick from. The first one is from when I first started YouTube. I think it was about 2 months or 3 months into being on YouTube, and I was still very new at being in front of a camera and was still very nervous with just having the camera in front of me. Weird, I know, but there's that one here. And then I did a bit of an impromptu video with my sister. It's kind of a sister tag where I didn't actually tag anyone because I didn't know anyone that had siblings that was on YouTube. But my sister and I did a video together, so you can check that one out as well. And then I just did one the other day where Habit made his own tag video and put down 5 questions. So I'm pretty sure you've probably seen that, but if you haven't, go look at that as well. I've got 3 questions from my sister now, Renee. The first one is, what made me decide to become a YouTuber? Well, I decided to become a YouTuber because I thought it could be a plausible career path. I know that it's very hard to make this into a job, but I thought it would be quite cool to just try. Even if I made this into a hobby, which it is at the moment, I felt like that I could contribute something to the anime community. The second question is, what makes me so in love with anime? So the reason why I love anime so much is not just the medium itself, because I do absolutely love anime as a medium, but I love how flexible it is. I love how there are anime series for children, but also anime series that are more for adults, like the ecchi and the more plot-driven series. And when I say plot-driven, I don't mean plot, but actual plot-driven series. I love how anime caters to everyone pretty much. It caters to everyone's different tastes, which is great. Another reason why I love anime so much is because it has brought me together with a lot of different people. Not just my old friends that I've known for a long time, but as well as new friends through YouTube and through forums. I've met a lot of cool people. And the last question Renee asks is, what type of series do I like the most and why? The types of series I love the most are ecchi comedies. I love my slice of life, I love funny series that I can just crack up laughing to, and I love series that have a lot of plot. If it has boobs in it and the cover says that there are lots of bodacious babes in it, I'm going to watch it. Types of series that I enjoy are plot-driven series, psychological, or ones that tackle social anxiety and social troubles in general. But I also enjoy the series that make me think, the ones that make me think about the plot and what might happen next. Other series that I really enjoy that have plot-driven stories or character-driven stories are Monster, Welcome to the NHK, and Watamote. Those three series all tackle social anxiety and depression, suicide, and just the darker tones, which I really enjoy. I have a bunch of questions from Kiddotaku. Thanks Kiddotaku for asking so many questions. The first question he asks is, what is one of my favourite moments in anime? I have three favourite moments that I want to mention. The first one is from Lucky Star. It's when Konata is talking to Miyuki and she says that she's really clumsy and she bumps into everything and she's very forgetful and just scatterbrained in general. She says that these are some of her flaws. Then Konata goes and says to Miyuki, "Miyuki, those aren't flaws, those are moe points." I just love how seriously she says that, just how serious she thinks it is that Miyuki has moe points. It's one of my favourite lines in any anime. The next one's from an anime called Watamote. The main protagonist comes home and she won a vibrator. Well, it's called a massager, but it really looks like a Hitachi. She sits down to play on one of her game systems and she's using the so-called massager on her shoulders. And while she's doing that, she is playing an eroge game. I'm pretty sure the one that she was playing was a boy love game. So after a while she falls asleep and she's laying there with the massager turned on in her hand and she has the game system in the other hand, and it looks like that it's on a pretty semi-erotic screen. Next thing you know, her dad walks in while she's asleep. Now most parents, or I'm pretty sure anyone, would just walk in, see that she's got this thing that looks like a vibrator vibrating in her hand, she's fallen asleep and she's got an erotic game on, and they just walk away. But not this father. He walks in, he turns off the massager, he turns off the game, picks his daughter up and puts her to bed. And I just find that so sweet and so funny at the same time. And lastly, awesome sauce. Thanks Hanukkah. Enough said. The next question is, how do I feel about my experiences on YouTube so far? I've had an awesome time on YouTube so far. My experience has been pretty positive. When I started on YouTube, I didn't even know that there was a small niche of anime YouTubers that were smaller YouTubers, not as big as the likes of Anime Man, Misty, Chronexia, or Einstein. So it was awesome to find new people to watch, and I find new people every day. All the new friends I've met, to making these videos and just enjoying myself as a whole. Another great experience that I've had is just the people that have left comments in general. They leave constructive criticism. They let me know what I could do better, which is great because I want to get better at my job. I want to get better at making videos and see me more relaxed. The next one is, what career do I want to achieve in the future? To tell you the truth, I want this to be my job. I want to achieve in YouTube. And I know that that seems very far-fetched and it may not happen, but I've tried a lot of different jobs. I have tried training for being a social worker as well as a nanny. I wanted to be a teacher, a psychologist. I have tried so many different things, and I mean, I have a health condition that makes it very hard to move around sometimes. I won't go into specific details, but some days it's very hard to get out of bed. So that kind of made me burn bridges in a way, because I couldn't turn up to my jobs that I did have. So I feel like that just getting this far, 100 videos in, and I think it's been about 9 months on YouTube, and I've got 136 subscribers. That is a huge accomplishment to me. When I started YouTube, I started with the goal that I want to make money off of this. And I know everyone goes and says, oh, you shouldn't get into YouTube if all you want to do is make money. And I'm trying to keep my expectations realistic. I'm not trying to think that I'm going to be an overnight success where I'm going to get thousands on thousands of subscribers overnight. That's not what I want to do. I mean, it'll be great, of course, but that's not what I'm heading towards. In 5 years' time, I want to keep doing this. I want to bring more content to you all. I hope that my number has grown. If it hasn't, that doesn't matter because it's still an awesome hobby to do. Pretty much, I want YouTube to be my job. Another question about YouTube. What is my favourite moment on YouTube so far? My favourite moment would have to be what happened a couple of days ago. Digibro saw my tag video that I tagged him in. I said that I didn't think that he would do it at all and I'd lose my shit if he did it. And he went and did it. I was amazed. Now, if we're talking about favourite moments in my channel, there are a few that I could pick from. The first would have to be the 12 days of anime, because I was so proud of myself for finishing the 12 days of anime. I think I only pre-recorded one of those videos, but pretty much I did the 12 days consecutively, and I even did a video on Christmas morning. And it was so much fun, and I can't wait to do the 12 days of anime this year. Otherwise, my three most favourite videos that I've put up so far would have to be the Monster Bibi's pick, the Welcome to the NHK Bibi's pick, and the Watamote Bibi's pick. So yeah, pretty much 3 Bibi's picks. And if I really think about it, I'm pretty proud of myself for doing news videos twice a week as well. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the way that my channel is going and the direction it's heading. Next one is, what's my favourite cosplay? I don't keep up with cosplays as such, or even cosplayers. The only cosplayer I really know is Jessica Negri, and she did one, I think it was the Charizard Y version, and it looks amazing. Like, her body looks amazing in that cosplay. If I could dress up in anything I wanted, it didn't matter about size or bust, which usually it doesn't, but I would have to make my costume myself or get someone else to make it for me. I would dress as Atelier Toturi from the Atelier series. The Atelier series is one of my favourites, and they have awesome outfits to cosplay as. Toturi's outfit, or I do quite like Miruru's, as well as Aisha's. And I have quite fallen in love with Sophie's as well from the newest game. Any of their outfits from any of the Atelier series is cosplayable and is beautiful. This is quite an interesting question. What's the most expensive collectible I own? Now, I own a lot of stuff. I've got lots of DVDs, I've got lots of box sets, gaming stuff, figures. I think that it's a tie between my Super Portico figure and a Dragon Ball Z card. Okay, so this card here is a card that is very expensive and very rare.